What do you think was the calling for you to be in Clown in a Cornfield?
I mean, I was such a big fan of slasher movies, so to be inside one is like, let alone a great one, is a real fantasy camp. But like for me, there's something like that separates great slasher movies from the good ones, which are director with a point of view. So it's not just like a Xerox of a Xerox or something you've seen before. And Eli has a great, very specific sense of humor. A final girl that you really care about. I'm fine with a clown running around killing a bunch of asshole teens, as long as it doesn't kill that one, though. That's got to be important. And Katie Douglas is top shelf. I think she's unbelievable in this movie. She's never a damsel, but she's vulnerable. She's very exciting, and then and a monster. Best monster. And I don't know how you beat a clown running around in a cornfield. Like that's as good as it gets. So I'm very happy to be here.
Definitely. I don't know how you beat a clown in a cornfield either, but you've had your fair share of playing doctors or being in procedurals with like the Lovebirds and Masters of Sex. So how do you think Maybrook plays into your career differently from these other roles?
I mean, to me, it's a bit of a special role. Again, as a fan of slasher movies, a lot of times the dad or the familial part of it is kind of like, yeah, let's get to the monster killing kids. And in this movie, it's really integral, and he's part of the story. And he's not just like a side guy, and I'm honored to play it. I think that it's a testament to the source material, and Eli and Katie as well, that we get to have that kind of chemistry and dynamic together.
That's a really good answer. And I have one more question for you. Given the film's nature in being a horror comedy, was there any memorable memory that you had with your castmates while filming this entire film?
For me, it's them. It's just them. Like I think that I've done this a few times and I just feel like when the cast gets along and when the crew, shout out to the Winnipeg crew of this movie, amazing. When everyone's getting along and the machine is really going, I just feel like it comes in. There's something that translates to the screen a little bit, and this movie has that a lot. There's a certain joy to slasher movies, and I think this movie has that. You can't kind of fake it. Like you have to have it, and like I'm surrounded by these two giants, but like in general, I think the whole cast got along together, and that's the memory I'll take away from the movie. Is really just like all of us in a cornfield late at night, getting blasted with blood cannons.
Oh my God, the night shoots were absolutely everyone's answers, and I love that you all enjoyed the night shoot. So I gotta say thank you so much for your time. Really hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you so much again. Cassandra, I'm Christopher Gallardo with Alternative. How are you? It's nice to meet you. So to get this started, what do you think was the calling for you to be in Clown in a Cornfield?
It was the what, sorry?
What was the calling for you to be in this film?
I was so excited. I saw that Eli was directing it, and I saw it was a production of the production company of Smile, and I'm a huge fan of Smile, and I've always wanted to be in a horror movie. It's been on my bucket list, so I was just so pumped to even get the audition, and then getting it was an absolute dream come true.
Definitely. I love that answer. How do you think that motivated you to take the role of Janet in this film?
I mean, I had my eye on Janet the second I saw the breakdown come out, and I just thought it would be so fun to play a character that isn't the nicest, but have that journey of her coming around and finding that love for Quinn.
Definitely. And one last question. You have been involved with so many supernatural thrillers and small horror comedies, but this film is sort of a big step for you. So how does that feel for you? And if you want to stick within this genre, what horror franchise do you really want to be a part of?
I would love to keep going with horror. I think doing this film, I've always had a lot of respect for horror, but being, in one and seeing what's involved, I have even more respect for the horror genre and what goes into making it, the amount of physical exertion it takes. I love the Smile franchise. Smile 2 was one of the best movies I feel like I've ever seen.
Good to finally meet you. So, for first question, what do you think was the calling for you to be in Clown in a Cornfield?
How was it for me to be in the cornfield? I have really bad allergies, so honestly, it was kind of terrible for me to be out in the cornfield, but I had a lot of fun doing it. I was just sniffling my way through the whole movie, but other than that, it was fantastic.
Speaking about sniffling, the allergies today are really bad, and I still have allergies for the past few days, and it's gotten way worse. But how do you think that motivated you to take the role of your character in this film?
Oh man, what motivated me to take the role of the character was the script. The script was amazing. Eli, I mean, Tucker and Dale versus Evil is fantastic, and I was a huge fan of that. And the way that he does the same brilliant subverting of expectations the whole way through this film, it was an easy yes for me.
That's a good answer. And given the film's nature and being a horror comedy, there must have been some funny times that you had with your castmates. So, speaking about those memories, is there any particular one that stuck with you while you were filming?
Absolutely. I have a great one when we weren't filming, where we filmed the movie in Winnipeg, and we were walking past the lake and saw this weird rippling happening from the waves, and none of us can explain it, but we saw a fin sticking out of the ground in a freshwater lake going across, and I don't know what it was or what was going on. We probably missaw it. This is like a Loch Ness Monster type of situation, but yeah, it was absolutely terrifying. On the set, my favorite moment is when some of my castmates get covered in blood. Watching that happen and then seeing them have to sit there covered in blood at 2 a.m. in the morning because we were filming at night the whole way through was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that must have been the best part. I can just imagine all of that. And I've yet to see the film, but I'm excited for those parts. So I got to say thank you for your time. Really hope that you have a wonderful time. It's a really nice pleasure meeting you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.